Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy, Coach One Stack, man. Hey, man, we being at our best. We building esteem of self through thinking, man. Hope y'all been enjoying the channel, man. You know, I've been, moving and grooving. And, I'm just getting in touch with my subscribers, which is a very beautiful thing, man, because I get to see what you guys like, what resonates with you guys. And so I definitely like to give you this dating advice, this life coach advice, this fitness advice, just so you can be real nice, man, and build esteem of yourself through thinking, man, because after all, it's about being the best version of yourself by any means necessary. So I'm just trying to give y'all a quicker way of how to do it. I'm trying to give you a role model to listen to. I'm trying to make sure you don't have to bump your head because I bumped it enough for a lot of you guys. I'm trying to make sure you don't bump your head because other people have bumped your head. You dig what I'm saying? And being the best version of yourself, it's not hard. It does not require money, but it does take some discipline, which leads me to the title, guys. 7 relationship principles that you should always stand on. And when I say stand on it, I mean you stand on it 10 toes down. You don't budge. I don't care about the grudge. You never budge or fudge. You dig? You gotta stand on this stuff because if you don't stand for some, guys, you will fall for anything. And when people say, man, see that you will not stand by your word, there will be a lot of trickery around here. There will be a lot of deception around here because people think because when you don't stand on your word that you're weak. But see, I've taught you that silence is golden. Silence is powerful. Silence kills a lot of BS. You don't want to be predictable. So we stand on that word. Can you dig it? Coming in at number 7. You guys, you got to be able to take your own advice around here, man. What you mean, Coach One Stack? Let me put you in the state of mind of somebody that's cooking food or working in a restaurant. They get in there and cook some food. If they're not willing to taste their own food, then it's probably nasty. So now with that being said, I give you guys advice each and every day about getting up early, what to put in your mind, what not to put in your mind, right? Not to be in that phone, to get into your workout, to surround yourself with people, man, who bring out the best version of you, and for you to try to create people that are being the best version of themselves, aka high vibrating people instead of the low vibration people. So guys, you see me do it each and every day and leaving you guys these videos. And if you don't take your own advice, what do you look like telling somebody get up at 3 a.m. if you don't? What do you look like telling somebody to go to the gym and you got man boobs, right? You got so much cellulite on your body, man. You know, hey man, they could suck that out and give you a BBL. Can you dig it? You're not taking what you look like telling somebody to go up their education and up their IQ, and you don't read no books. You can't even tell me the last book you read. See, guys, you lead by example. And when you lead by example, you ain't got to do a whole lot of talking because the work is going to talk for itself. So learn to take your own advice. And number 6, guys, you never stay and accept a situation that's stagnant and not willing to change, no matter what that is. So a lot of y'all been on the same job for 5 and 6 years, making the same money. And what you fail to realize is, guys, that, God, hey, man, they're only going to pay you enough for you to miss out on your dream. Your boss is never going to pay you enough money to drive the kind of car that he drives, nor live in the same house that he lives in his neighborhood. You guys have become stagnant in your life. You have become stagnant in your relationships. You have become stagnant in everything you do, where you just think that waking up every day is okay. And guess what? It's not. See, these are principles that you should stand on in your relationship to make sure that you never go through this stuff so that you're doing nothing but growing like a tree. Because, guys, you can't hear a tree grow because it's silent. I told you guys to build in silence. Now, we back to number 5. Them 5th principles. Always keep your word. Y'all see me talk about the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth. Guys, always keep your word, good or bad. Always keep your word. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. But see, most of you guys don't keep your word to yourself. Like I said, it's real simple. Coach One Stack over here, man, I don't complicate life for y'all. I make it real easy. How many of you, I've done it too, have not kept your word to yourself? How many of you have said you're finna start going to the gym? How many of you said you're not finna have this type of relationship anymore? How many of you said you're gonna stop doing drugs, stop drinking, stop watching porn, and stop the vices and stop the gambling? How many times have you said that and you don't do it? You're not keeping your word to yourself. So why should you expect anybody else to keep their word? But you always keep your word, good or bad. Meaning that's why you should think before you open up your mouth and speak, because you are now accountable for the words that come out of your mouth. So whether they are good or bad, you always keep your word. And I'll leave that at that. You figure out the rest. Can you dig it? Hey, man, the next one. With relationships, you never air your dirty laundry in public. Guys, my grandmother was 103 years old, man. And you know what she said? The first thing my 103-year-old grandmother taught me was, she said, grandson, you never put anybody in your relationship business. And I said, why is that, Grandma? She said, because you and that woman, you know, y'all going to be okay at the end of the day. You guys are going to be all right. But when you go telling grandmama your business, you go telling your friends your business, your family, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your cousin, they got somebody looking at your man or your woman sideways. And at the end of the day, you guys are probably going to be together anyway. So it is not a good look to air your dirty laundry in public, because not only does it make you look bad, but now it got other people looking at your mate in a whole different way. And guys, have you ever had that feeling of sitting in a room and everybody seems to know something but you? Man, that's not a good look at all, man. That is not a good look at all. So, man, you want to keep your dirty laundry to yourself. Can you dig it? Now we on to the next one, guys. Stand your ground, especially when you know you're right. See, in a relationship, man, if you're out in public, man, with your significant other, if they're wrong, you should stand by them, because you're in public, right? Right? They standing their ground, and you're going to stand with them. But behind closed doors, guys, you're going to stand your ground. You're going to let them know you're wrong. Guys, it's as simple as this. If somebody asks you what 1 + 1 is, well, that equals 2. You're not going to lead me to believe that that equals 4. You're not going to get me to change my mind that is 3 or that is 5. Has this making sense to you guys? When you know you're right about something, guys, it don't have to be an argument. You stand your ground. Agree to disagree. See, when you don't stand your ground, people going to disrespect you. They're going to feel they could change your mind. When you don't stand your ground and say, you know what, I'm not going to be chasing these women in the street at nighttime, and a woman feels she can call you up at 3 o'clock in the damn morning, and you get up out the bed and you go over there, you're not standing your ground. You're not standing your ground. And so if you don't stand your ground, how do you expect anybody to ever respect you? And how do you expect your relationship to grow? Of course, it's going to cause a little bit of friction and be a little bit uneasy. But hey, at the end of the day, it's going to all be respect, which leads to my number 2. 2 for 2 reasons. Guys, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You got to listen twice as much as you talk. Can you dig it? You got to listen twice as much as you talk. Now, see, I got to sit on this for a second. A lot of times we're in relationships, communicating, and when I say relationships, I mean any type of relationship. You have people that are just listening so that they can respond to what you're saying. They're not necessarily listening to what you have going on. Guys, you got to keep a closed mouth, right? An open heart, right? And some open ears, and listen to what a person is saying. Listen to what they're really saying. Because a person will tell you everything that you need to know. They're going to give you all the red flags. They're going to tell you all about them without saying anything. All you do is let them talk. It's your job to listen. You got to listen twice as much as you talk. Stop being in such a hurry to shift blame, to try to give somebody a rebuttal, to try to one-up somebody. Just listen, guys. Listening is a very powerful tool, because that goes along the line with silence. If you listen, people will tell you each and everything that you need to know in order for you to become the best version of yourself around them, or every reason that they are not the best version of themselves. All you got to do is listen, guys. Stop talking so much. And this is number 1, guys. This is most important of all. I hope y'all listen to me. Guys, you have to be willing to walk away from any type of situation, any type of relationship, if you feel that you are not getting your just due. God, it's not going to be easy. It don't feel good. It don't even sound good with me telling y'all this. But guys, you have to be willing to walk away. You have to be willing to love you first and foremost. You got to be willing to love you more than the relationship. No, that don't make you selfish. That means you have self-love for yourself. You have standards for yourself. You're not going to accept being treated some type of way, even if it's not intentional. Because if a person don't feel that you are willing to lose them, guys, they're going to run all over you, up and down you, side to side, and And as they should, because you're not willing to walk away. Now, when you don't do that, they're not going to respect you. But if you do have to take that leap and walk away, if you ever was to allow that person back in your life, which I don't advise you to, because if they wasn't good enough then for you, they definitely ain't going to be good enough now for you. But if you did by some small margin, because you wasn't listening to Coach One Stack, hey man, when they do come back, they're going to have the utmost respect for you. They're going to see that you are willing to lose it all. See, we're not talking just relationship. We're talking about valuables. We talking about time. You have to be willing to lose things because you can get it all back. And if people see you holding on to something so hard to where you won't let go, they're going to play games with you. And you not no toy, because I done taught you how to be the best version of yourself. Just to wrap it up, man, if y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, because a lot of y'all not hitting that notification bell to let me, so y'all know when I'm dropping these videos, man. I put a lot of thought into this content, man. Hit that subscribe button and share the content. Can you dig it? I am just trying to help each and every person that watches this become the best version of them. And learn to stay in your own lane because you're the only one in it. One Stack gone. Chat.